joins me now with sports news.
Oh, thanks, Amarachi. It definitely will not be any easy ride for anyone this time around. It's going to be Clash of the Titans in this season's UEFA Champions League, as the draws have thrown up interesting matchups in the group stages. Manchester United, Shakhtar Donetsk, Bayer Leverkusen and Real Sociedad are in Group A. 9-time champions Real Madrid are in Group B with Juventus, Galatasaray and FC Copenhagen. Group C has Portuguese giants Benfica, Paris Saint-Germain, Greek side Olympiacos and Belgian side Anderlecht. Group D has defending champions Bayern Munich, CSK Moscow, Manchester City and Czech side Victoria Pilsen. Europa League winners Chelsea, Schalke 04, FC Basel and Romania's side Steaua Bucharest are in Group E. Arsenal, Olympique Marseille, last season's finalist Borussia Dortmund and Napoli are in Group F. Group G has FC Porto, Atletico Madrid, Russian side Zenit St. Petersburg and Austria Vienna. 7-time champions AC Milan are in Group H, widely seen as the toughest with Spanish giants Barcelona, former champions Ajax and Scottish side Celtic. The final of this year's competition will be played in Lisbon. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich winger Frank Ribery has won the UEFA Best Player in Europe award for 2012-2013 ahead of the usual contenders Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. It was recognition for his part in Bayern's unprecedented Champions League, Bundesliga and German Cup treble. The Frenchman was the first player from a club other than Barcelona or Real Madrid to make the final three since the award was established by European soccer governing body in 2011. On the local scene, ex-Nigerian attacking midfielder Mutiu Adepoju is confident that the Golden Eaglets will not find it difficult advancing to the knockout stages of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in the United Arab Emirates in October. Nigeria will play in Group F alongside Sweden, defending champions Mexico and Iraq. Adepoju insists the Manu Garba lads have shown from their performance at the African Cadet Championship that they can rule the world again. He also played down the antics of Malawi national team ahead of Super Eagles' crucial World Cup qualifier in Calabar.
Because of what they did in the African Championship, and seeing the team since the time they started, winning all the matches, and with the way they are being coached and all that, I'm very sure that they're going to qualify from that group. Because the way they are screened from the beginning, the players that are dropped, that's just the way they're going to do it for the new players too. And I just think, being young players, they will be able to pick up and be able to adapt into the system of the coaches. And I'm very sure, I'm optimistic. Seeing the last result that we have had, the game against South Africa, which is, I think is like a test match for the Malawi match, and what the players did and the way they played. I think, against Malawi.
Well, the fastest man on earth might just be harboring dreams of a soccer career. Fresh off another triple gold medal winning performance at the recent World Athletics Championships in Moscow, sprint sensation Usain Bolt visited the home of World Football governing body FIFA in Zurich. After being handed a ticket for the 2014 World Cup final by President Sepp Blatter, along with a furry toy depicting the tournament mascot, the Jamaican reflected on his exploits on the track and what the future might hold for the double Olympic and world champion. Bolt said he was not worried about tarnishing his career by failing to retain his 100 and 200 meters Olympic titles in Rio de Janeiro in 3 years' time. And in boxing, Floyd Mayweather Jr. held an open workout today ahead of his September the 14th showdown with Mexican boxing sensation Saul Alvarez. The super welterweight world champion megabout will pit the undefeated 5 world division champion Mayweather against the super welterweight world champion. Mayweather, who was being trained by his father Floyd Sr. once again after years of estrangement, insists he's not looking past Alvarez. And that's it on Sports News. Amarachi will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
fortress, made of more.
Away from sports news, Syria is still the talk on everyone's lips, at least in the UN Security Council. UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon will know for certain this weekend if indeed chemical weapons were used on civilians in Damascus last week. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister David Cameron today made a case for punishing Syria for its use of chemical weapons before members of Parliament. Here's Cynthia Arrow with more on this and other major stories on the foreign scene.
That's right, Syria is still topping the news, and the UN chief says he will receive a report on Saturday from weapons inspectors investigating an apparent chemical attack in the country. Hundreds are reported to have died in the attack near Damascus last week. Plus, Egyptian state media has reported the arrest of a leading Muslim Brotherhood figure, Mohammed al-Beltagi. The Secretary General of the Brotherhood's Freedom and Justice Party is accused of inciting violence. Then, Pakistani officials have overturned the jail sentence and ordered a retrial of the doctor who helped the CIA in the search for Osama bin Laden, Shakil Afridi. Meanwhile, Indian police have arrested the alleged head of the Indian Mujahideen militant group, Yasin Bhatkal. The group has been blamed for a string of recent attacks, especially deadly blasts in the cities of Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai and Delhi. Finally, in what could be best described as one of the fast food's biggest walkouts, workers in many U.S. cities are on strike. Workers say they want to be paid $15 an hour, and that's double the rate for many employees at fast food chains. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
And the main news again. The Supreme Court has upheld the election of Dr. Olusegun Mimiko as Governor of Ondo State and dismissed appeals of the PDP and the ACN governorship candidates. Taraba State House of Assembly members have remained divided over Governor Dambaba Suntai's health despite a video of the governor's address. The Nigeria Labour Congress has threatened to embark on a nationwide strike action following the National Assembly's removal of minimum wage clause from the exclusive list of proposed amendments to the 1999 Constitution. And British Prime Minister David Cameron has presented a case for military action against Syria to the British Parliament. And that's news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.